Hey, hey, it's Colston here. It is Tea Shop Monday. Today makes 13 weeks on tea, 14 shots. Tonight, I don't know what happened. I was like pretending everything was cool. Rhonda's talk, blah, blah, blah. We're chatting. Bam! Ow! That one hurt. Oh, sorry, I went a little higher than I normally do. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just know it hurt. I don't know your technique. I don't know your method, but Then I was like, oh yeah, this the side that's a wuss, right? And she's like moving it around. She's like, is this better? Is this better? I'm like, no, it's not. She's like, okay, well then I'll stop doing it. Okay, that'd be great. So survived another shot. 13 weeks on tea. So I try to put down a couple things that have happened during the week to make, I guess, fill in the time with stuff that's come up or that I've encountered. So I got to tell you, I was talking today to a coworker, and really trying to be understanding, and is from the Midwest, and so this is a whole new whole new deal, and we got to chat about how much has changed in the last like 40 years, just in new labels and new experiences and meeting people and transitions and all these things. And we were talking, and at one point she says, she's gonna ask you a personal question. She got in real close because we're at work, and I was like, sure. And she says, where did your boobs go? It was a great freaking question. So I have been using a binder. It is a full binder. So from here up, it compresses. From here down, it doesn't compress my gut, because maybe if my gut was smaller, it might compress it. But apparently, while using a binder, you're also supposed to be able to breathe. So I think that's why it's not like a full, complete, it probably caused some pain. I know a lot of people who have used binders or makeshift binders or DIY binders with ace bandages or duct tape. It really can mess with you physically. I've worked with a couple patients who their ribs are still sore and messed up because of how many years they have been using duct tape around. So I will always be a proponent of please do your research online. Find things that have been approved that are not going to injure you. Right, part of transitioning into the body of who we know we are is doing it in the most healthiest way possible. And so I know there's been a couple folks who have had top surgery that no longer need a binder. And online you can find people saying, hey, what's your size? I want to give this away to someone who can't afford one. So please, there's also programs online with the trans line, where you can put in a request for a binder, simply because you cannot afford it, but you need it to help with the gender dysphoria. So please do some research. Google that stuff, right? Google is an amazing friend. Skip the first couple ones. Those are usually ads. But scroll down and definitely get some information, so that we can all, be healthier and safer in our transitions. So that's where the boobs went. I did get to tell her, I fluctuated between a D and a double D, and I think the testosterone has contributed to dropping a cup size. So now I told my surgeon, I'm like, it's like a C plus. So that is nice. The binders fit better, and I can still breathe, not causing any permanent damage to myself. The other thing too is make sure when you're binding that you're not wearing it 24/7. Your body's got to be able to relax. And so they suggest, 8 to 10 hours tops a day, to bind, without a break. So preferably take some breaks, and take care of that body, right? We want that body to match, and we want it to be done again in the safest, healthiest way. So that was where'd the boobs go question. So then I had a friend at work today who was like, all right, Colston, we got something for you. Number one, your voice is deeper. So I got to explain that, yes, it fluctuates, as is to be expected during, puberty. And I have found that if I get like 2 words, I can keep it, low, like, hey, hi, what's up, right? But the moment I keep talking more, I'm like, how you do it? It's lost. It's totally lost. So it's fun. It's fun to keep trying out and getting feedback from everybody. And the second one, you posted a Facebook did a post on Facebook of a picture, and I didn't comment yet, but I just wanted to tell you, you're looking really manly. And I thought, wow, I love that. I've heard lately, you're looking really handsome. And I still have people who come up. It's the older women. So men, if you're trying to catch a woman, they like this, right? Like they like to mess with. So if you're married or you're dating somebody, and you don't have facial hair, you might want to check into it, see what she likes. Maybe she hates it, so don't do it, right? But, do you? I just, hey bro, what's up? And she comes up, gives me a hug, and she's like, I just love this. I've been plucking mine for years, and you just get to have it. And it's a blast to take some of the seriousness and the hurt and the pain out of stuff, by just being able to be real and be in the moment with people, which is awesome. So I also wanted to announce, because I think it's worthy of an announcement. I had talked previously about the unwanted guest who had staked her claim and was not going to leave. And over 40 days in a row of continuous bleeding. Yes, it fluctuates, right? But it's just irritating after a while. Today is officially day 3. No sign of her. I'm really hoping we broke up for good. I hope it sticks. I hope she moves on, finds someone else that is not, doesn't have any dysphoria about it. Find a 12-year-old, find a 13-year-old, like go hang out with her. I'm done with you. Like the purpose has been served. It's done. Although the purpose, was never planning on getting pregnant. So, anyhow, I digress. So I'm trying to think. I had talked before about STPs, which is stand to pee prosthetics. I've been reading a lot online, and there are several folks who have figured out how to make their own, which is awesome and way cost efficient. Somebody had posted something in a blog about for $35 they were able to make like 7 for themselves. So each day with some sort of harness to hold it in place. But a stand to pee is a prosthetic of typically of a penis with some sort of cup to catch the urine, so that you can stand, and pee. There's a lot of stuff online too if anybody's interested. There's the stand to pee, the pack and play, the pee pack play out 4-in-1 out. There's all sorts of stuff and wide variety of price ranges, that's for sure. I was on a website the other night and was looking, I was like, $400 and some odd dollars, and I looked down, it's all sold out. I was like, wow, like more power to you. That's awesome. So I broke down and I bought one, and I ordered it, and I waited for it to arrive, and it arrived, and I was so excited. And then I realized, like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So dudes out there, the dribble is real, and backflow is real. So if you can imagine, you've got this cup, and then you've got, down what would be the urethra, right, where the urine is supposed to come out. But if you've been holding it a while, or you're like a fast peer, like an intense peer, and that cup just fills up and just comes out the back. Yeah, so I still need plenty of practice before I can do this outside of my home. Tonight, I think my puppy wanted to try and help me. She's like, "What are you doing, Papa? What are you doing?" And so, yeah, that was fun, trying to wrangle the puppy and the prosthetic. So more to come on that. I'm still very much practicing at home. All the advice says practice in the shower. That is really, really, really good advice, because then you just you clean yourself up, as opposed to being out in public somewhere and now you've got like pee pants. Nobody wants to be like, hey, there's that pee pants dude, right? Nobody wants that. So definitely practice. I'll be practicing more. So on a really serious note, I last night I got a message from a friend of mine. We've been friends since we've known each other since long time ago, right? She's an amazing warrior, right? So she has kicked cancer's ass, and continues to just kick ass on a day-to-day basis, which, a lot of people are like, oh, you kick cancer, that's awesome. It's daily. There's still a battle, right? There's still, changes in the body, and there's still, going to be good days and bad days. And of all of her experiences, last night she sends me this message, which I just was so elated and just beaming. And she says, I just showed my kids your pics and asked them if this was a girl or a guy. They both said a guy. I then explained who you are. They both said they're happy for you. And then she says, you are becoming such a great man. Loved it. So we went on to kind of chat, and, noticing that, she's like, I've known you for so long and I've never seen such happiness in your face. That makes my heart happy. I love you, my friend. And I got to respond, in openness, genuine vulnerability. And I was like, I have never felt as great as I do now. There's a lot to be said, for living authentically. Once you figure out what that looks like, it's a really big deal. So we went on, talked about surgeries. There was a question about, is masculinization surgery a phalloplasty surgery? So no, masculinization surgery is targeted liposuction to make the body contours less feminine and more masculine. And phalloplasty is what's often referred to as bottom surgery. There are several different procedures that trans dudes can opt for if they choose, and dependent on what helps relieve the dysphoria. I have not done a whole lot of research on bottom surgery. I'm trying to just get through the idea of top surgery and how amazing that's going to be. So I'm trying to think, just scrolling down here a second. So with phalloplasty, they actually use your own skin to graft and create a penis. And, sometimes it's taken from the forearm. And I thought, well, no, I can't do it because I'm tatted. And no, I don't need a seagull on my, So I jest, of course. Well, no, I don't want a seagull on on the manhood there. But they also are able sometimes to use skin from the inner thigh. To create one. And here's my friend, who we don't talk on a daily basis over the many years that we've known each other. And she's such a giving, open, amazing soul. And she says, it's going to choke me up here. She says, I will donate skin for you. I didn't ask. I haven't even, 100% been like, here's what I want to do and here's what I don't want to do. And as we continue talking, she's like, they can take it from the thigh. She even measured the skin, let me know what kind of size penis I could end up with. And just the nature of giving. As humans, I think we get so stuck in the realization that, humans are bad and people are horrible and yeah, they do bad stuff and they do some horrible stuff. And here I get reminded last night that there's still people in the world. I used to say as a kid, like, oh, if anyone ever needs a kidney, I'll donate a kidney. If anyone needs bone marrow and I'm a match, I would totally do bone marrow. But I've never actually done it. Right? I've never said to somebody who needs it, like, hey, you can have mine. Let's see if we're a match. And this was just compassion beyond my ability to comprehend. Last night was truly, truly amazing. She says, sorry you were born in the wrong body. I want you to be happy and be who you are. I want you to know I'm here for you. And she has been a great source of strength. And she it does crack me. She's like, we talked a little bit about, fear of coming out and being open and genuine. And she's like, my gender's right. I love women, boobs, and beep. So I was like, hey, we got daddy coming. So it's also very refreshing to talk with someone, even if it's on messaging, that doesn't have a hidden agenda for something that's going to benefit them and only them. I mean, there's no benefit to her to donate skin. I mean, I guess if she wants to walk around and be like, hey, I donated skin to my friend's penis, like, that would be really weird and awkward conversation, I'm sure. Plus, it's just not who she is at her core. And so I consider myself, again, very, very, very lucky to be so supported by all of my peeps here local and those that I've known for years, still down in SoCal. So I am going to upload this to YouTube. If you have not subscribed yet, please help out. Today, when I last checked, I was at 26 subscribers. I need 100 in order to give my URL an actual name. so that I can customize it. You can Google Chattin, Chattin apostrophe with Colston, and it will come up. You probably just put Colston in at this point. And yeah, so feel free to subscribe if that's what you would like to do. It'd be very helpful. Again, trying to get up to 100. And this is Colston wishing you all a very, very, very good night. Until next time, same bad channel, same bad day. Tea Shop Monday.